my bathroom. And I'm gonna start with the baseboards. Oh, that doesn't work. The baseboards. About to rip those puppies up and paint and put new trim in. First problem that I've run into, possibly two problems. Well, one's not really that much of a problem, but the trim that was there went behind the tile. So if my trim doesn't cover the tile, isn't thick enough, then I'll probably have to put quarter round down, and I don't have any of that. And then the other problem is that where the cabinet is, it's too low for the trim that I'm putting around the rest of the bathroom. So I'm gonna leave it alone, and I'm not gonna replace that trim. I'm just gonna paint it as part of the cabinet. Trim is up, and before I put new trim down, I'm going to paint the walls, which means I also have to paint the vanity area, and that's going to take quite a bit of time. You'll notice I don't have any tape up, and I won't put any tape up because it takes more time than I feel like it's worth. The only time I'll use paint is if I'm painting the baseboards, and I want to be really meticulous about it. Otherwise, I'm a no tape person for most things. Here we go. I said I'm gonna leave this mirror in the bathroom, this big, huge mirror, because I thought it was glued to the wall and I would just try to take the trim off. Well, I was cleaning the wall, prepping to paint, and this mirror had all of these glue pieces like on the wall above it, where somebody just sloppily, it almost seems like they tried to screw in the mirror, like they used some hardware to put the mirror up on the wall, and then to keep it stable and on the wall, they poured glue behind it. So this is what it looks like. That's what it looks like. So this massive mirror was barely being held onto the wall with some hardware, which was not even anchored into the wall, and glue that was poured into it. And look at that, look how easily it comes off. Crazy. So you're gonna have to, oh, just fell all on its own. We're gonna have to replace the mirror, which I guess I'm okay with because I guess it was a little bit too big anyway for this space. All right, yay. Okay, I've finished painting and it's taking forever to dry because there's little to no air in here. There's a vent, but it doesn't seem to be producing any air. So I'm gonna be doing some other things while this is drying. I might measure for the trim and cut that. And I have this was on the wall here, and you can tell it's kind of rusted a little bit, so I'm gonna attempt to de-rust that. Is that a word? De-rust? It is now. And see if that will work. Doesn't matter if it doesn't because it's ugly anyway. And if I ruin it, then I'll get a new one. They're pretty good, inexpensive anyway. Cabinets closed all the way. Yay! They were a booger, but they're done. disgusting. And it's from this shower door that was up that is no longer there because I just beat the crap out of it to get it off. And I got it off, so now I just have to clean this up. It's not scratched, that's just dirt and mildew and the remnants of the glue that was holding it on. After that whole fiasco with our mirrors coming right off the wall, I decided I would get new mirrors, which would be fine on a normal day when we can go to the store, like go to Hobby Lobby, which I can't go to Hobby Lobby because it's closed. And that's where I would normally get a mirror. So I decided, okay, if I'm trying to be really inexpensive here and save as much money as possible on this bathroom, I'll just start looking for mirrors elsewhere. So of course, Amazon has great mirrors, but they're all the ones that I want because I wanted big mirrors to fill that space. They're all expensive, brand new. So I decided to start thrift shopping and went to Facebook Market, and I got a very large mirror that online looked quite different than it does, not a whole lot different. I guess the color and the size of it is a little bit different than what I was expecting. But I'd already purchased it and it was only $30. So I am currently painting it, or I'm about to paint it black. I have just taped it off and I'm gonna paint it black and see how that turns out. And if I don't like it, then it could be that eventually it's $30 down the drain. But I'm gonna use it for now. And then if one day I decide I really don't like it, I'll just change it. No big deal. What's great about this is it actually has hardware on the back to hang. So the big mirror that I painted black, I decided I did not like it because it, number one, the actual frame part was massive, probably 6 inches around. Painted it black, still didn't work out, put it in the bathroom, hung it up, put holes in the wall, which is no big deal because I can fill those, but it just did not look good. So I found one on, I really wanted natural wood, so I found another mirror on Facebook again, and I bought it. It was only $20, and I'm deglossed it, I'm sanding it, and then I'll stain it, and I have a circular mirror, and I'm going to be adding some trim to that and staining that, so hopefully they will somewhat match or at least complement each other in the bathrooms. And then I'll have some natural wood.